Welcome back everyone to Sweden and to my YouTube channel. Today I'm photographing an F150 Lariat. As you can see, the snow is not here anymore. It melted away. I was hoping to have more snow because I took one photo of the car with the snow and some Christmas trees in the back. I thought it was very fun to photograph, so I'm going to show it right here. But today when I woke up it was plus 6 degrees, and last time I photographed with you guys it was -6. So it's a complete switch around. So I don't know what the weather is doing. I hope you can hear me actually, because it's very windy and it's raining and the mic is like exact level with the rain. I'm using the F150 as like a shield for the weather, so you guys can hear me. And so yeah, so I'm gonna take some photographs and I'm gonna show you them and some B-roll I'm gonna try to do at least. And I will talk to you when it's not as rainy or if I'm in the car. So hope you enjoy and let's go. The composition I'm shooting right now is the F150. I found like a big like a turnaround point for like big excavators and stuff like that. I don't know, like the people in the woods. But so I found it, and behind me are like very cool trees with some moss on them. So I have parked in the front, so I have the grass in the foreground and I have the trees. That's my idea at least. So yeah, let's see some photos. I think I'm giving up on this location. Let's try to find a new one. Isn't that a cool angle? Like I have the trees, as you can see. Like let's see here. This one, and this one. I'm using them as a frame. Then I'm also using, as you can see, I'm using the forest with the green part that goes here, and this part, the snow that goes there, and the trees. There's like a big wall that goes from the start of the picture to the end of the picture. Almost then, but you get what I mean. This is not a photography, just the composition of you guys, but you guys got a good composition also. Let's see. I think it looks good. So I'm gonna take the photograph now. You're kind of in the way, so I'm gonna move you like that. Right now I'm trying to photograph like straight onto the car with these trees and these trees. To like give it like a separate picture, like here's one forest, and here's the subject in the middle. A little bit like you guys see it, but I'm gonna more zoom in to get more of the car and not as much of this ugly ground. It's not that beautiful right now. I think this is good for the location. I don't see any more angles I can photograph, so let's take a short break and let's continue to the next location. I usually use my tripod, but I'm on the road, so I'm not supposed to be here. So as you can see, I have like a curvy road behind me on both sides. It's out here in the forest, and have like a drop-off that goes there. And I found like it's called mötesplats in Swedish. It's like where you meet on the road, so people can get past, because it's like a one car length road. So you need somewhere where cars can meet, and this is where I parked. So right now I have like the fog behind me, down like the hill here. So let's see if you can see it. So it's like a big hill that goes down, and that is where I have parked. So I'm gonna take some photos. I'm gonna protect the camera, so I'm gonna put it away because I don't want to hurt the camera with the rain. It's not waterproof, so I'll take some photos and I'll come back to you. Okay, I ran around like an idiot out in the rain. It started raining now, of course, when I ended, but I think the angle was pretty cool. I found like a cool angle down between some trees from like a slanted angle down, so I'm photographing up against the car. I think it makes a cool frame for the car. And I also tried to make some B-roll. I shoot this part of the videos on Lumix G7, and I photograph on a, let's see here, on a Lumix G9. But this one has like a stabilized sensor also, so I shoot like some B-rolls with this one because it's almost like a gimbal inside of this camera, and it's awesome. So I can shoot like a handheld if 1/50th of a second. And like when I shot on this one before, because this was my main camera before I bought this one, I maybe maxed like 30, something like that, and that was like I'm really pushing it. I can easily shoot like 15 with this one. Okay, now it's starting again. It's very cozy out here, but I'm in the middle of nowhere, so I have no phone signal or anything. So I hope no one tried to get in contact with me. But yeah, I was thinking, I think I'm done with the photography part of the video, and I was thinking it might be fun to like see me edit. So that's the part that we are gonna go to now, and I hope it's as fun as this has been. Otherwise, I will put a timestamp when I start to edit, and you guys can see if you think it's fun or not. Then you can just jump off. So I hope you have enjoyed this part of the video, and I will see you in the edit part of the video. So now I put in the photos in Lightroom. There were not that many that I actually thought were good enough. It's just this. Let's see how many are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one has a little bit. Not that happy with this one because, as you can see, it's a little bit shaky. So I might see if I have another one of these ones. I've taken liberty to edit one of them. This one, as you can see here. I try to make my edits not too easy to spot, so like I don't go crazy with these settings, and I just touch the colors a little bit. I don't go overboard with it. Like some colors that are completely dead in the picture I just remove, so I don't even have to think about them. And I always like I shot this picture on 400 ISO, so I always put like my noise reduction to about 30. That's where I usually keep it. So let's see here. I also usually give it like 10 on sharpness. It just helps the image a little bit. But you can see here like the kind of maskings I use. I usually have like one for the car. That's the subject of the picture. And in this area, I don't want this to show too much in the picture, so I darken those parts down, as you can see here. I don't go crazy. I just use a little bit of darkness, because if you go too crazy it looks unnatural. So I usually go like here. Then you just notice it enough and it doesn't look unnatural. Then I also usually use like one for the top of the trees to give highlights. So as you can see here, I drop up the shadows, but I took down the highlights because it helps like you see the top of the trees. As you can see here, you can't really see them, but if I pull them down, I get more of the trees. And then I put some clarity, some contrast to give it more color in the picture. Then I usually also use one of these ones that I flip, because instead of having like this speed area it edits, I flip it, so I just can give more color to the whole picture but doesn't affect the car, because I usually want to drag down the color of the car so it's not as affected by the light in the picture, than more like a realistic look on the colors. And then I also use the sky and I give it some highlights and I pull down the exposure a little bit, not too much, just a little bit, so it doesn't drag your eye as much. A thing I have started doing recently is we already have a lot of fog here, as you can see, but I've started to faking the fog. So I this is how I do it. I usually use my brush and I go like this, and I want maybe that part to have a little fake fog and this part here. As you can see here, and I can go behind the car also. I think I really like about Lightroom is that you can use the same things that you use to put a mask on. You can also take away the mask. Let's see here. I don't want the mask to affect this part of the car, because I don't want the car to get affected by this. Just like these trees, I don't want the trees to get affected because this is in the foreground, and it wouldn't naturally like fog up in this part. So as you can see here, I just have like this part here and a little bit behind the car and this part here. So then you go down to this one. It's called I think it's the gaze. I don't remember the English word for it, but it's called ta bort dis in Swedish. And you can see if I pull this one up a lot, it gives like a fake fog. So I just pull up a little bit to give a little bit of fog to it, and then sometimes I pull up like shadows to make it more pop. So there, now I like it. As you see here, I have added a little bit of fake fog that's on the foreground. You will see it here. It gives more depth to the picture, in my opinion. So it adds here, and it also follows the fog that's over here, because I took another photo. As you can see, it's fog in front of the car, but I don't want too much fog on the car, because then it doesn't look then it's not sharp enough. This one doesn't have any fog on the car, and this one is sharp. And I had a picture there where this one was also a little bit in fog, and then it wasn't as sharp. So I went for the one with less fog on the car but more fog in the background, just as like here. So let's see here. After, so I give the car a little bit more in this picture, because when this part is pretty dead, this is probably one of the photos I would give a little bit more like a fake fog into the picture. So I go like this, and then we take away here, and I take away the tree. There's a lot of masks that get put on these pictures, especially now. I recently started doing this. I was not that good with like masking, and so this is a pretty new thing for me. But I really like how it looks when you give it a lot of fog. Let's see here, like that. And I don't want this part here actually, so I just want this part to get affected. As you can see here. See, now I keep that as it is. So, and like this, and I don't want the car to be affected, so I take that away around the car. See how that looks. It's a little bit still on the car. So I go like this maybe. Whoop, whoop. How does that look? Perfect. Damn. Look. If you don't think about it, it really looks like fog. Now that you know that I've edited it, it's a little bit different, but if you see it like this, you wouldn't like think it's fog. I can show you another picture I did recently, like on, let's see, on this one. This is real, this is some real fog, and then it's some edited fog. So I gave it a little bit of, let's see here. Whoop. You don't see too much, but I gave it some fog here, and a little bit here, and on this picture, I did the same kind of fog like I did on that, on this picture here. So you can see I added fake fog up here, just to give it a little bit more of vibe. And this is actually pretty cool, because the F150 has outlets in the back. I actually took my Christmas tree and I used it, and I took 5 pictures of the Christmas tree and put them together to make like looking like the F150 was coming with Christmas trees. So like that. This was auto photographed recently. I think I took this photo. This photo I took yesterday. So like this. So I will use this kind of edit and same one. This one and this one is pretty similar to this one. I don't like these ones so much, but I'm gonna edit them just to have in the video when you see like the full video. So yeah, I think I'm done here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was more fun than my last video, because I think it's more fun. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I hopefully see you soon again. Bye bye!